Hi Leo, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 20th to the 25th of April. It is for... I was going to say someone else then. It is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. Please check the description box below the video. All that information's in there for you. Also, please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, it could be happening sometime in the future. Also, please remember that these are general love readings. They won't resonate with everyone out there, so just take what resonates with you, for you, and leave the rest. Okay, so what do we have for Leo? Oh, a bit of betwixt energy here. Ooh, Serenos again. Nine of Swords, bit of a nightmare situation. Kind of like sleepless nights. How do I move out of this headspace here? Nine of Swords. Still sitting around. I know what to do, but I'm just going to languish a little bit longer. Inner frustration. Really not moving forward. Don't know what to do. Getting a bit frustrated with myself now. Getting even more of a headache. Seven of Swords. Very, very stuck energy, Leo. What is going on? Very, very stuck. Wow. You're trying to get yourself out of this situation here, which is stressing you out. Trying to find your way forward. With Serenos, you're trying to harness this inner power. Okay, so it's power of the spirit. And you're trying to integrate this into a 3D setting. It's just sheer willpower, and it's also power of... It's kind of like spiritual power as well. You're trying to integrate it into... It's almost like... It's like the magician as well. Serenos is a beautiful energy. I'm just trying to see if I've got the book to hand to have a look at the meaning. Just give you some more clarification. But it is about you using your own willpower. If you just bear with me 2 seconds, I'll see if I can... See, this is what we get. This is very ad hoc. I'm trying to find the book now. Here we go. And the reason I wanted to read from the... Oh, they're telling me to read from the book is... There's a little bit more to Serenos than just pure energy. So, here we go. I always get this wrong. The dragon of Nufi awakens powerfully within you. Great progress is possible, but take care to integrate and channel this force. So it is about your sheer willpower, but it is a force that's within you, and it's a force, it's almost like the force of nature as well. Tapping into that force, channeling it to bring about a change in circumstances. And it is like manifestation as well, so be very careful. You're very powerful at this moment in time, so be mindful of where you're putting your energy and who you're pushing it towards, because if you're not careful and you don't do it in a very integrated way, a very tempered way, it will knock the socks off the other person. They won't know what's hit them. Okay, so wonder why you're so stuck over here. You're just trying to drag yourself out of it, I feel, out of a funk. What else do we need to know for Leo, please? Leo in love. Leo in love. What else do we need to know for Leo in love? Okay, thank you. So, routinely, the High Priest. So he routinely uses this force. He routinely integrates it into a 3D setting. Okay, so you do have the knowledge behind you. You are trying to almost like pull yourself out in a very routine way. You're tapping into that inner willpower to bring about a change. Some huge tower moment over here. What's this about? But I think this is why you're getting so stressed. Something's happened along the line and it's just really stressing you out. It's a massive tower moment, almost like shakes the ground that you're walking on. It's total desolation, I feel, because we've got here nightmares, not knowing what to do, inner frustration, just sitting there, just not making any progress. This tower moment's keeping you stuck, or has kept you stuck. Huge headache, wanting to move forward, but just don't know how to. Sitting there a while longer, getting more frustrated as time goes by, because you're not making any progress. So you're trying to do it yourself. So that could be to do with someone. There's no progress in that situation. So you're trying to integrate or make a change within your circumstances in order to propel yourself forward. Okay, what else do we need to know? Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said. Right, okay, so using your sheer willpower and a spiritual force coupled with the spirit of nature. Okay, very powerful force. So you're harnessing this kind of euphoric feeling within inside you to bring about a change. Okay, a rebirth of you. A rebirth of you. Just you, though. It's not of a situation. It's just a total rebirth of you. Of your outlook, of your thoughts, your feelings. It is a total rebirth of Leo. Beautiful energy. But look, we've got the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's a very dark journey that you've been on or are going on. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is happier days because you're remodeling your situation in a very routine way. You're trying to get away from this situation here. And it just very well could be psychological or emotional processes. You're trying to pull yourself out of it in order to reinvent yourself. Wow. Okay. And it is solely about you. It doesn't feel like it's the rebirth of a situation. It feels very solo. It feels like the rebirth of you, totally you. But looks like there is someone in the mix and you want this wheel to turn. So in order to do that, you're trying to remodel. This is so strange now. You're trying to remodel yourself in order to get this wheel to turn, this person to notice you. So you are remodeling. Sounds weird, doesn't it? You're remodeling yourself in order to propel yourself forward. So it is about psychological and emotional processes. It could be, I don't know, it could be anything. Anything. It's just totally not the old you. Because it's almost like the old you gave you a headache. Whatever this tower moment was. It's like I want a brand new start at life. A brand new start. A brand new outlook. A brand new life. It's rebranding yourself. Okay. Yeah, very swiftly divorcing yourself from the past. It very well could be a situation that you're in here. This tower moment could be a relationship that's just shook you to the core, and you want to divorce that. It is rebranding you going forward. Justice card here. Swiftly cutting this away in a very legal way. It's almost like, nah, that's it. That's in the past. This is the new me. Wow. Okay. What else do we need to know for Leo, please? Leo in love. Oh, there we go. Well, there is somebody that you want to go towards. There's this communication. You want to shoot out this communication. 8 of Wands. So just throwing it out into the universe. Just trying to catch their eye. Perhaps you do know this person. Perhaps you don't. Because it's a rebirth of you. It's not a rebirth of a situation. Feels like a reinvention of you. So you're kind of like, oh, this is very betwixt. Leo, I always get this with you lately and I just don't understand why. But it's almost like you're just throwing communication out to see who reciprocates, if that makes sense. Because you're rebirthing yourself. It's not, I don't know if it's somebody that you have in mind to go towards. But you're throwing this communication out. It very well could be that you know this person. I can't tell yet. Okay, so the Magician. So coupled with Serenos, your powers of manifestation are off the scale again. You've had this now for probably the past 5 or 6 weeks. Definitely the last 4. The Magician. Okay, coupled with Serenos, blooming hell. It is off the scale, so be very, very careful where you're putting your energy, who you're pushing your energy out to. Okay, but you're doing this manifestation on a routine basis, so you're doing what you need to do. I think I said it in past readings about how we manifest. So we look at a situation through the eyes of love. Okay, that all that euphoria you get with, if you want to call someone in. So it's having an idea of who you want to call in, and say putting their photograph or something that's associated with them on a refrigerator door. You know that you need to go to the refrigerator for sustenance, for food, etc., because you have to fuel our bodies. So every time you're faced with whatever it is on that refrigerator that's associated with whatever you're calling in, it could be anything. You can apply it to any situation. You look at that name, or you look at that picture, if you have a photograph, whatever it is, you look at it for a split second because you're opening the refrigerator door. You're reminded of this situation, and it brings about a euphoric feeling within you. Okay. Fantastic. And it's only fleeting, but that's how we manifest. We don't manifest by sitting there, for 4 hours and trying to call someone in, because in effect, if you do that, the energy output that you push out is humongous. Okay, especially if you're in Serenos and magician mode. So your powers of manifestation are off the scale. You've got the willpower to do it. You know how to do it. You're very determined to do it. So you're not sitting there for 4 hours going, okay, I'll just look at this and then come back 3 days later and then do the same thing, because in effect, energy, whatever you're creating energetic wise, will be felt by the other person. I've had it done to me as well, and it's quite disconcerting, to be honest. But then again, I am an empath and I feel things on a completely different level. So it can be really, really, really confusing and can come over as quite aggressive if you're hit by an inordinate amount of energy. And signs and synchronicities too. So people can send signs and synchronicities to people that they want to call in. Okay, I've had it done. I've had doppelgangers, all kinds of things happen, and I'm sitting there thinking, why, why am I getting all these signs and synchronicities, and how can I actually go to that person that I haven't spoken to in probably about 20 years and say, hi, yeah, remember me from school? Yeah, I just saw a doppelganger, your lookalike in Cornwall. Yeah, it would sound bizarre. So I tend to kind of like see the signs and think, okay, that's fine, but I don't know whether I want to go there or not. So I'm very very mindful, actually, very mindful of signs and synchronicities, just in case, because people can be, people are people at the end of the day. We're all human. And people have different agendas, and people get confused about feelings and emotions, and if they're misplaced, and then you're just creating a melee of kind of like, if you interact with that, say if I spoke to that person after 20 years and and said, oh yeah, I saw a doppelganger of yours, I'd feel a bit, I don't know, even as an empath, even as an intuitive empath, I'd feel a bit weird about approaching them. I wouldn't know if I was misreading the situation or opening a can of worms or whatever. So I just decided to skip over it, to be honest, and just leave it, let it be. And it dissipated. So, okay, I'm waffling now as well. So you want to communicate, obviously you want to communicate with someone. Princess of Wands, very flirty communication. You do find this person attractive. So the communication is a little bit sassy to get this going, a little bit, ooh la la, bit of a winky face in there. Oh, there's lots of declarations in here though. The Nine of Wands, you've never given up on love, even though perhaps this situation has depleted you in some way. It's put you in a very negative headspace at the very least. but you've never given up on love, I feel. The Nine of Wands. You know that there's someone out there that you can love and that will love you back, but I'm not too sure if you know who this person is. This regeneration, rejuvenation of you is very solo. It feels like a very solo energy, but there is somebody that you want to go towards. The Hangman in the tree. How do you get there? How do you call in somebody? If you have an idea who they are, then all well and good, but I don't know if this is somebody from the past, a brand new person. The cards aren't here at the moment, so you're waiting. It's almost like you're waiting for the perfect time because you are manifesting this in. So you're almost like waiting for perfect timing to speak to this person. It's huge declarations here. So wondering if you do know this person. We'll see with the rest of the cards. But from this communication, you want to be able to speak your mind. You want to be truthful, honest, open. And also, with creating this dialogue, whoever it's with, Queen of Wands, very confident about communicating, very confident about the future, because it's a rebirth of you, a rebirth of, I don't know, the wounded warrior who has been wounded in love in the past. So you're almost declaring to this person, although the initial communication's a little bit sassy, a little bit friendly, a little bit flirty, you want to eventually, I feel, come in and say to this person, I find you irresistible, I find you sexy, I find you all the things that make me tick. I want I want a future with you. I'm very confident about that because that's the truth of the situation. And you're hoping that this will, or this communication here, will turn this wheel so you can declare, so you can say to this person, okay, I quite fancy you. How about it? What do you think? And almost in those terms. Wow, okay. It's very definitive, isn't it? We've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is you want something that's solid. You want to create a solid situation, a commitment to someone, a commitment to yourself, to be happy, I feel. It's more important than having somebody in your life, but the commitment to yourself to be happy. But you do want eventually a very committed relationship with someone, something with a lot of growth in, that's prosperous, not only in material prosperity, but also has a lot of growth and firm foundations for the future. So you are, in effect, offering this person a very solid situation. That sounds bizarre, doesn't it? Because we've only got one tiny bit of communication there, which is the Princess of Wands. So I'm wondering if you do actually know this person, because if you came in to somebody, okay, and you had one little bit of communication and then came out with a declaration, it would seem a bit off the scale, wouldn't it? Okay. So we've got this moon card here. So the moon shining a light on you actually moving. I think you do know this person. I think you do. The moon's come in to highlight the fact that you need to work through your fears of, almost like, I was going to say rejection for some reason. The fear of not getting there. The fear of this wheel not turning. Sounds weird, but the fear of not being good enough, if that resonates, that's why you're going through a kind of like a transformation. It's like a metamorphosis. You're becoming a whole different person. But yeah, there's you're hiding things from this person, I feel. Or you have been hiding things from them. There's something hidden. But the moon's come in to highlight the fact that Okay, you're harbouring feelings for this person, and they're quite profound feelings as well. I mean, let's face it, declarations. I find you a bit ooh la la, and I want to. Here's a solid offer. That's like, oh my god, that's like skipping the middle part out. It's not. See what I mean about the communication? There's only one little bit of communication there. It's almost like you're rushing from the beginning to the end and just cutting out the middle bit. And you had this reading probably about 5 weeks ago where you just skip the middle bit, which is the best part, which is getting to know somebody. Yeah, there's a bit of a burden here. I don't know whether to release this burden or not. So I wonder if this is someone that you already know. Because we've got the wounded warrior here, but now this is a burden. So it says to me that this situation here actually did happen with someone, and perhaps it is a burden to keep thinking about this person. That's why you're trying to divorce it, you're trying to cut it away, you're trying to forge forward and remodel yourself for the future. You're trying to decide, like Two of Swords, do I go, do I stay, do I go, do I keep thinking about this person, or do I just leave it? But I think that you're leaving it behind in order to rebrand yourself, in order to move forward completely. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, working very hard on your career and finances in order to make yourself stable, I feel, in order to send this communication out to whoever this is. And I do feel that you do know them. Okay, wow. Yeah, I think you do know them. It's not just any random person. I think that you do know them. This is why we've only got one little bit of communication. You're throwing it out, but then we've got all these declarations. You're hoping the wheel will turn eventually, and you can declare what they mean to you. And when I mean declare, because look at this. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, which is very truthful, very confidently speaking your mind about this situation, telling this person that they tick every box, that they're very sexy, very, I would say, very intelligent, very charismatic, very motivational as well. Almost like a bit inspiring. You're telling this person that you're here to stay. You're here to stay. I mean, no matter what. No matter what challenges are thrown up in this connection, you can work through it. So your Queen of Pentacles here, she doesn't moan about this rock just impeding her putting her foot down flat. She actually uses it to her advantage to cock her leg to bang this drum. I always say this about this card. But it shows that you are willing to put the time and effort in. You can see it from both sides of the coin. So if anything icky does arise in this connection, it's not going to put you off. It's not deterring you. You're saying to this person, it doesn't matter if something icky happens, we can both work through it. You do see them as your divine partner, King and Queen of Pentacles. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. So if there are challenges up ahead, we can both work through them. I'm not going to leave this. I'm not going to leave this. Ace of Swords. Brand new beginning. A very truthful beginning, because you're declaring. And with that declaration brings that stability. You're not worried now. You've got it's almost like you've spoken what you need to speak. You've spoken from the heart. So you don't need to be worried. It's up to the other person to reciprocate. And I feel that even if the other person didn't reciprocate, you'd be fine with that, because your confidence is so much greater over this side of the board than it is here. So it says that you're going through a transitional period here. And it doesn't matter if this person doesn't reciprocate. It's almost like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm confident about the future. And I know I will meet someone that I can build a life with. It's almost like that kind of energy. You're very confident, which is fabulous. This is what we like. So, yeah, okay, it's Prince of Wands. Enthusiastic communication. Very excitable, very excited. Kind of like energies, a little bit euphoric energy of finding out about somebody and falling in love. It's that enthusiasm, it's eagerness as well, with a little bit of sass in there. It is gorgeous. But yeah, it is a cycle. This cycle needs to be complete over here. You need to seal the old off in order to come towards this one. But it's almost like a cycle needs to be complete over this side of the board as well, because I think you do know this person. It feels like you know them. Okay, what else do we need to know for Leo, please? What else do we need to know for Leo? Leo in love. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Leo? Anything else? Oh, yes. Well, you do hold them in high regard. You've been daydreaming, more manifestation. You've been daydreaming about this situation. You've been daydreaming about this person. So your powers of manifestation are through the roof, because not only are you manifesting with the magician, with Serenos, you're also daydreaming about a life with this person. Wow, those are declarations here. Yeah, seriously, this is somebody that you already know. Look at that, you want to birth something completely new with this person. The lady, you want to nurture this connection. This is why you're in the mindset of it doesn't matter if something arises within this communication. It's almost like it doesn't matter, because I'm going to nurture it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be steadfast. I'm going to be almost like your rock. Wow. Okay, so the Queen of Wands. So being very grounded within this connection. King and Queen of Swords. How much more confirmation can we have? Clearing away the past here, but clearing away all negativity. I'm being very truthful, honouring your own happiness here. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Look at that. Opening your heart. You adore this person, or you hold them in high regard, regardless of if you don't adore them. But we've got this Queen of Cups here, opening your heart space, almost like offering your cup, your heart to this person, and telling them that you love them. Wow. Gee whiz, I've never seen this. So many of the same suit in a reading. Wow. And look at that. The King and Queen of Wands. Very motivated, very determined. Very determined to tell this person exactly how you feel and create this situation. Fiery, passionate energy. You do find this person very sexy. There's a lot of you find them tantalizing. I don't know why they've given me that for. Tantalizing. And you want to nurture this. You want to see if it's got any growth in it, if it can progress to this situation here, which is a solid, where you can offer them a very truthful beginning and something that can grow into something that's got solid foundations. But your powers of declaration, they're off the scale. You're very, very, very determined to get this person, this wheel to turn, and for you to be able to sit down with them or open this dialogue and just declare what they mean to you very definitively. Wow. Okay. Okay, so what else do we need to know? You are going to get some resistance though. Seven of Wands. So resistance from outsiders. Perhaps moving away from this one. Perhaps it's... people who know both of you. You're going to get some resistance from somewhere or someone that's outside your sphere, so outside this connection. Okay, they're trying to persuade you not to do it, not to communicate, not to declare, not to do any of this, but you're of the mindset of no, okay, I want to do it. So when these people come in and try and dissuade you, you're going to have to be very statement based. Okay, this is my belief, my decision, this is what I want to do. I want to move forward to them. End of chit chat. No open-ended conversations, because it just invites negativity into the situation and just clouds. It's almost like they're trying to cloud your judgment. But you're very, gosh, you're very fired up about this person. You want to offer them a solid offer. This isn't something that's here today, gone tomorrow. This is almost like a commitment. You want to offer them a commitment, a truthful commitment, and a passionate new beginning at life. Because you're going through all these transitions here. This is what you want. It's like no more hiding for you for some reason. You want the Ten of Pentacles here, which is a rewarding family life. You want to be able, if you look at these cards here, okay, so working heavily on your financial situation, your career, your finances, in order to bring about abundance within a family setting. So, whilst you're doing all of this work, you can spend time with this person, because this situation that you're working on, it allows you the luxury of time spent with this connection. It's almost like you don't have to do the 9 to 5 anymore. It almost feels like a business or something like that, something that allows you the freedom to spend more time with your partner or family. There's a huge amount of prosperity in there, though. It's very forward moving. There's a lot of growth in there and financial stability. Beautiful. Very thoughtful in the first instance with this communication, although it is tiny in its essence for you to get going and just declare. So Princess of Wands, sassy, like I said, very enthusiastic, but very creative in how you begin this dialogue, and very thoughtful about your choice of language, and you're just thinking outside the box in order to connect with this person. So it says to me that perhaps you haven't spoken in a while. There's a huge amount of hoops that you're kind of like going through, transitional wise as well, in order to bring about abundance and stability into this situation and to make something tangible that is really manifested. So you want to create something through manifestation, but you also want that to become a very real and true situation. Wow. Okay. The Hermit's Journey. So understanding yourself on a greater level, going on this Hermit's Journey to try and find out what you need to do, what you need to seal off, or your psychological and emotional processes. Like I said, you're divorcing yourself from the past. It's almost like it is a twin reading, really. It is about a solo journey, about healing, about a transformation period, a transitional period within your life that is huge. But from that, you find the strength to manifest the life of your dreams, or that's what you want. That's the end goal, the life of your dreams. The Hermit here. So going on this inward journey to try and find out what you need to seal off in order to move forward. And it is gorgeous. So you spent some time in solitude, or you will be, just to understand yourself on a greater level. They've given you the Three of Swords as well. I didn't know if I saw the Three of Cups, but I didn't. But this also says to me that perhaps a situation from the past, this one here, was actually a third party situation where there's you in the middle and there's two people here. It could be that you've made a wrong choice. I don't feel that, though. You can read it like that. You've made the wrong choice. But I think this person's just stabbed you in the heart. There's something about three people and a heartfelt situation. So it could be this Tower moment here. The person that you put all your love and faith and hopes and dreams into actually left the party with someone else and left you on your own. And that's why this is a nightmare. It's a headache. Can I move forward? Inner frustration. Can't do it. It's a burden. What was my part to play in the demise of this relationship? I need to divorce the past. I need to just let go. I need to stop thinking about it. I need to understand my part to play with it, but then also I need to put it to bed. I need to move on from it. Wow. In order to manifest the life of your dreams. So you're actively running your love life in a completely different way to how you normally functioned, I feel. And it is just through manifestation. It's seeing if it works. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Working very hard on trying to carve your way in the world. So you're trying all kinds of things. I think you're trying to manifest the perfect coin, the perfect, let's say, person. Because I think that you already know this person. If you don't, it's going to seem very bizarre that you come in with all these very definitive energies of declaring and offering them a situation. That would be very startling if we think about it. Okay, if you started a dialogue with someone and then after, I don't know, a short period of time, and you haven't got to know them, just say to them, I love you and I want to do this, this, this and this. It can be quite bamboozling. So I think that it is somebody that you already know. It must be. Or it could be that you're just throwing caution to the wind and just, you know, seeing where the chips fall and just really going for it, but we haven't seen the fall. So that indicates to me that this communication is with somebody that you already know. Okay, so what else we need to know? Well, I've got loads of cards now, so yeah, oh gosh, more communication. Look, you want to put the time and effort in. Yeah, it is somebody that you already know. The Seven of Pentacles is seeds well planted. So you have planted seeds with someone somewhere that just never came to fruition, or perhaps it's the start of something. So if we think about, these are seeds well planted, so it's a past situation. Now, if you think about it on the terms of, we think about the past being in years, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could even be days. You've intimated that you like someone, you're interested in them, but it's not reached its full potential. There's a break. It's almost like there's a break, and you're coming back to water these seeds now, regardless of time scale. You want all this communication. Look at this, very steady communication now. It takes time to get there, but it's very steady, it's very sassy, it's very thoughtful, very creative, thinking outside the box, and very enthusiastic. You're enthusiastic to find out about this person. These are seeds well planted, so you want to put the time and effort into these now. You're trying to cook up this gorgeous potion of masculine and feminine energies in order to bring about a balance, because okay, you want to come in and declare all of this. You've changed, you've moved on from this. In this transitional period, there's about 3 different storylines going on in here, which is bizarre really, because I never get this in a reading. Okay, so you're in this transitional period. In this transitional period, you're manifesting. You're manifesting somebody that you've planted seeds of I like you with from the past. Okay, you're trying to get this relationship going through sheer willpower, changing yourself, changing your outlook, changing you. It's a rebirth of you. It's a revisitation of a past situation. Like I said, the past could be months, it could be years, it could be, I don't know, days even, that you intimated that you like this person, but you're in the mindset of going back to water them. So you're trying to bring balance into this situation. You're trying to come at this balanced in order to make good judgment calls moving forward, and to get this dialogue moving in the correct direction. Okay, so you've been very thoughtful about where you put your energy. And you also want to be able to declare to this person at some stage, it is gorgeous. The progression in this reading is amazing. There's that three's a crowd. I told you. I was waiting for this to come out. It is a third party situation. It feels like this person, he's just done the dirty and just left you. Three of Swords, very hurtful thoughts, and obviously Three of Cups can be seen as a celebration, but lately it's been coming out as a third party situation, especially with this Three of Swords energy here. It's hurtful. They chose someone else over you. Okay. So the decision, do I go back to these seeds where I planted, do I not? It brings about a little bit of instability within you. You're trying to find your way, you're trying to balance yourself out in order to come towards this person and pour all of this effort manifest this future, pour all this effort in order to reap the rewards at the end, which is harvest, this mistletoe, I think it is. But as the Chariot here, you want to come towards them like it was yesterday, but just can't. There is something that you need to do in order to move forward. You need to relinquish this, whatever this is, residual energy or a situation that you're just coming out of. You need to leave it, you need to close it off, and also you need to feel centered enough to come towards this person, confident enough to open this dialogue, and confident enough to declare with all of these kings and queens and offer them a very tangible situation. That's a huge transition, don't you think? It's huge, and it is beautiful. Okay, so what else do we need to know? I think you've got the majority of the deck. Okay, I'm going to see if I can take, bought some cards. Wow, I didn't even expect this reading to get that long. Anyway, some Akashic Tarot cards, but I have to read from the book, so I'm not too sure. Because of the time scale, I might use them next time, to be perfectly honest. And we'll just have a look at how the other person feels about you. Wow, that's gone so quick, and I didn't even expect it to be 41 minutes when I just looked at the timer there. But there's a lot of information, and the reason why it's because it's just reassurance for the future. It's reassurance. Somebody's going through a bit of a sticky time and needs that reassurance. This is why they give you so many cards. I could chop it down to 3 cards, but I just don't see the point. What is the point? You know, the message has this many cards because it needs to be explained in minute detail for some reason. I'm sure that if there's crotch... I did it, didn't I? I said crotch watchers. I was going to say cross watchers. Who says crotch watchers? If you have a look at the Housewives of Tarot, she is amazing. I love that woman. She's so straight as a die as well. She's fantastic. She does cuss. All the rest of it. There's kids running around in the background. She's just fantastic. I just love her. She's so enthusiastic. And just her authenticity. She doesn't care what anybody else thinks. You know, she's just a great great reader. So if you have the chance, just bob over there and have a look. I'm going to have a look and see how the other person feels about you. Okay, so how does the other person feel about Leo? How does he... Oh, crumbs. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Water here. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation. I feel a bit depleted, I feel. I feel crying over spilt milk. It's just like, oh, things could have gone better. What's happening? What's happened? Being a bit like licking their own wounds, I feel. Because they are seeds well planted, so there is kind of like a distance between you. However that resonates. It could be, like I said, it could be months, it could be days, it could be weeks. However it resonates, it could be years. Okay, but they are feeling a little bit miffed about the whole situation, about these seeds not being watered. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Oh, okay. But they do want to come towards you, quite giddy, Knight of Water. I think that when you start that communication, They kind of like get this popping euphoria of, it's almost like falling in love. They're feeling these pops of emotion, really giddy, but they're going to have to balance themselves out. They're going to have to be quite mindful of their own energy and what they put out towards you, because like I said about mixed signals, it could end up the same, it could end up that, you know, they're just seeds well planted again. So they're going to have to, even though they are a bit giddy, they're going to have to balance themselves out. The Six of Water. So it is somebody, look, memories from your history or childhood. So it is somebody from the past, or they want to relive this euphoria of love that they've had in the past and want to bring it into 2021. But they want this to... they want to feel love again. It's almost like reliving. It's almost like being a teenager again. They want to feel alive again. So the World card. So it's you coming back in, I feel, is supposed to happen. We've got the World card here. Job well done, joy, contentment and gratitude. The path towards enlightenment. You're supposed to come back to this person, Leo. But they want to, gosh, they're declaring as well, look at that. They're declaring to you, I think when you get this communication, you come in and declare, they're declaring to you that they are confident about the future. They want to move away with you. Look at that. They want a brand, it's almost like they want a brand new life. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself and this connection. Queen of Water, relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. So intuitively they know, or they surmise that you might come back in. But they do want to nurture this connection. Care for yourself and others. They want to love you. They find you attractive. They want to feel that euphoria of falling in love again. They're very motivated, very confident that you can both make it, that you can water these seeds and make a life together, because we've got the Ace of Air here. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation. You are the one for me, almost, they're saying to you. A challenging beginning, yeah, because it was seeds well planted. Somebody bobbed in and out, there was a little bit of discord in there. So the challenging beginning is kind of like trying to release the past and re-water these seeds. But they do want to do it. They want to offer you a brand new start with nothing hidden. It's very truthful. So truthful. This is the truth of the situation. This is what I want. That's what they're saying. But it does seem that they have something to shed their end. The Justice card here. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. But I think that they may have something to shed their end in order to come towards you, or to cement this, or to even say, get this back on track, I feel. But there is somebody that they, or a situation that they need to shed. And the Awakening card here is, Leo, you are kind of like they're saying to you here, you are the one for me. So the Awakening card here, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill, seeds well planted, that little bit of a void there. It's important to be yourself. It's important for them not to be something that they're not, but to be the bare bones them, and tell you exactly what the situation is with them releasing this one, and exactly what you mean to them. And they want this wheel to turn. A time of positive change. I think when you come back in and spark communication again, it's a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side, because you're declaring, they feel like they can declare. It's like nothing's hidden. There's no muddy waters. It's all out in the open. This is how you both feel about each other. Life experience card here as well. So this person's going through a huge transition, the same as you. And I feel that when you come back in, it's a bit like, oh my God, the epiphany moment, a significant life event. Leo's popped back in, a powerful revelation that leads to change. You're declaring, time to spread your wings. There we go. Time to spread your wings, the Queen of Fire. So this person wants to fly towards you. Metaphorically, could be not, could be really flying towards you. So the Strength card here. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So they're forgiving themselves for whatever happened in this situation that was just seeds well planted. They're forgiving you. They're forgiving everybody. Such that misconstrued information they've given me for some reason for your side of the reading. I think everything was a bit, I don't know if there was some kind of information that came to light and it was all a bit of a, oh, don't know what's going on kind of a moment, and it seems a bit almost like the energy from there is a little bit disjointed. It's almost like scared. There's a scaredness about it. Because I think this person does have something to release here. So you've turned up in their reading. Two of Earth. And look, when you pop back in, their head gets a bit busy. It's a bit unstable. They don't know what to do. They feel all these things for you. But it's a bit like, oh, what do I do now? Well, the Two of Earth. They're just going to have to take a step backwards and just see what happens. And just see where the road takes you both. But they do want to nurture this connection. The Empress here. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. So they do want to nurture this connection. And get it towards something that's really stable for the future. So it's something that's tangible. Page of Water. So it's friendly communication. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase when you start that reignition of dialogue between each other. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So this person knows that you are the one for them. They intuitively know that this is the best course of action, is to create this dialogue, and then both of you declare. It's massive, this reading. Nine of Earth. They're trying to, while all this is going on, they're trying to be busy about their normal day-to-day routine. They are just trying to remain stable. They're going to work, they're coming home, they're doing whatever. They're just busy about their business, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So they're trying to work on their own situation moving forward. But this person does want to physically come towards you. These are action cards, a Knight of Fire. So suddenly, I think that when you come in and declare it's God, this person suddenly gets this va-va-voom and goes, God, I need to get towards Leo. I need to do it now. So we've got here an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. So I feel that perhaps they thought these seeds well planted was an unwise choice in the beginning. And they were a bit like, well, what's the motivation behind this? Because they've just bobbed in and bobbed back out again. What's going to happen? What was the purpose of all of this? And it's almost, I can see them sitting down and just asking themselves, why did this situation suddenly create itself? Why have they left the party? Where is Leo? Because there are any seeds well planted. So we've got the Dreamer card. So I do want to take a leap of faith to you, towards you. But I think that when you declare, it's almost like rubber stamping it. It's saying, yeah, you are the one for me, let's get going. And this person goes, oh, okay then. Yeah, okay. And then they can declare too, because they don't feel so weird about saying it. And they want a victory. Six of Fire. Good news is on its way. Public recognition and awards. But the good news is that you've come back in and you're declaring what you want from this situation. And your thoughts and wants for the future. But they've also gone on this hermit's journey to try and understand what this connection means to them. They're going through this kind of like, it's quite profound actually, with this life experience and awakening card, this transitional period. Just like you, it's like you're doing it in tandem, to be honest. This Hermit card, just trying to understand what you mean to them, how they can move forward, what they need to do, what they need to release, how to modify their ways of interacting with people, their thoughts, their emotions. So they're going within, trying to understand how to heal old wounds and not make almost like the same mistakes going forward. But there's this huge awakening here. It's an epiphany moment. I feel when you come in and just declare how you feel about this person. Look at that. So they are trying to balance themselves out here. Look, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. You're also expecting the worst, or expecting you not to bob back in. False sense of entrapment, feel a bit trapped, negative or fear-based thoughts. Also expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. So also kind of like thinking, these seeds were planted in the first place. When you bob back out, it's like, oh, they'll never come back. So what's that all about? They do want to move towards you like it was yesterday, but just can't. And I feel that they need to release something there, and in order to both of you to make this a solid commitment to each other. Yeah, look at that. 9 of water, your wishes come true, concerns fade away in the love of life. We've also got the 7 of air, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye in poor time. It's poor timing when you both came together, because they've got something that needs to be released here. It's almost like, oh my god, Leo's come in, pushed them away, kind of feeling. I think both of you did that. Queen of Air. So seeing a duality, seeing it from both sides of the coin. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So understanding why you left the party, why these seeds, well planted, weren't watered. They're also trying to understand it as well, understanding this situation. So they do want to offer you a brand new, passionate beginning, a truthful, passionate beginning. A brand new life even. It's beautiful. Change your life now. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement. Change your life now. Beautiful. I am going to have a look at your romance angels and angel answers. Oh, just not the camera. Okay, so what do we have for Leo? Leo in love. What do they need to know? We've got an opportunity, I think, to reconnect. Oh, keep moving the camera. Okay, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? What do we need to... Oh, crumbs. So we've got ask help from others, so that could be mutual friends to help you to reconnect within the next few months. Whoops. Okay, so we've got here peaceful resolution to those seeds well planted. We've got a huge no here. We've also got recovery. So those you going through that transitional period. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Yeah. Be assertive. And they've told me that's all you need to know. Okay, so what else do we need to know for Leo? In relation to this reading, opportunity is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Gorgeous. Okay, what else? Just a huge reading for you again. Ask help from others. It's affected by children, so either one of you has children. Either side has children. So I think that that's the foremost on both of your minds. Within the next few months, forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Beautiful. What else do we need to know? We also have peaceful resolution. What's this? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Well, you can get rid of those. And I think it's probably psychic. It's probably you just being scared, both of you being scared about revealing how you really feel to each other. I've got a huge no. What you think, what you thought wasn't possible actually is. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. We've also got recovery. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Wow, these are coming up thick and fast now. Be assertive. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Take the mask of deception off. Tell them exactly how you feel. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I think it's you, Leo, for some reason. Okay. We've also got here, what you thought was unrequited actually isn't. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Look at that. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And playfulness. To recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at your Moonology cards. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Nothing is yet set in stone. We've also got surrender to the divine. Have faith in your dreams. Manifestation. Look at the bigger picture. The energy is gaining momentum. It's time to take action, and you are good enough. What a gorgeous reading. If that did resonate with you, Leo, please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click the thumbs up button. It's probably more important than anything else. Personal readings, all that bump is in the description box below the video. And if I don't hear from you beforehand, have an absolutely beautiful week. Love you loads. Take care.